Oracle surged 13.59% to $169.70. And we are breaking down exactly what is happening and what it means for your portfolio. But first, a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Nothing presented here constitutes financial, investment, or legal advice. Always conduct your own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not indicative of future results. As the market opens, NIO stock is up 0.01% at $5.70, indicating a positive start to the day. This move is reflective of the broader market sentiment, with the S&P 500 futures trading at 6,790.25, a 0.04% increase. The exact catalyst for NIO's surge is unclear, but it may be linked to the overall strength in the tech sector, which is driving the Nasdaq to 22,778.89, a 0.36% gain. Additionally, the continued growth in the electric vehicle market, with NIO being a key player, could also be contributing to the stock's upward trend. As the day progresses, investors will be keeping a close eye on NIO's performance, as well as the overall market trends, to gauge the potential for further gains or losses. With the current market conditions, it will be interesting to see how NIO's stock performs throughout the day and whether it will be able to maintain its current momentum. Looking at global market trends, the Nikkei 225 is up 1.43% at 55,025.37, indicating a strong start to the day in Asia. In contrast, the DAX is down 1.51% at 23,606.78, reflecting a more cautious approach in European markets. The Hang Seng is trading at 25,898.76, a 0.24% decrease, while the Shanghai Composite is up 0.25% at 4,133.43. These divergent trends highlight the complexities of global market dynamics, with different regions responding to various economic and geopolitical factors. Furthermore, the impact of global events, such as trade negotiations and central bank policies, can also influence market trends. As the day unfolds, investors will be closely monitoring these global market trends to identify potential opportunities and risks. The varying performances of different markets will also be crucial in determining the overall direction of the global economy. Today's economic events include the release of PPI and CPI data, as well as a Fed speech and FOMC meeting, all of which are considered high-impact events. In terms of Treasury yields, the 10-year note is trading at 0.419%, a 0.5 basis point increase, while the 30-year bond yield is at 0.483%, up 0.6 basis points. These yield movements are crucial for understanding the market's expectations for future interest rates and inflation. The upcoming economic data releases will provide valuable insights into the current state of the economy, and the Federal Reserve's stance on monetary policy will be closely watched. The market's reaction to these events will be significant, as they have the potential to influence the direction of interest rates, inflation, and overall economic growth. As a result, investors will be carefully analyzing the data and speeches to gauge the potential implications for their investment strategies. Among the top gainers, Oracle is not alone, as Uber is up 3.91% at $75.19, and Coin is gaining 2.62% at $2, a 1.66.56, and BAC, which is trading 0.11% lower at $48.51. These moves reflect the diverse range of sector and stock-specific news driving market activity. The performance of these stocks can be attributed to various factors, such as earnings reports, industry trends, and company-specific announcements. The market's reaction to these developments will be important to watch, as they can have a significant impact on the overall market sentiment and direction. Furthermore, the top gainers and losers can also provide insights into the current market trends and investor preferences, helping investors to identify potential opportunities and risks. As the day progresses, it will be interesting to see how these stocks continue to perform and whether they will be able to maintain their current momentum. The VIX Fear Index is at 24.83, indicating an elevated level of caution in the market. This sentiment is also reflected in the price action of other stocks, such as Tesla, which is up 2.37% at $408.71. With the S&P 500 trading at 6,792.85, a 0.17% increase. Investors are weighing the potential risks and opportunities in the current market environment. The exact implications of these moves are complex and require careful analysis. The market's volatility can be attributed to various factors, such as economic uncertainty, geopolitical tensions, and market sentiment. As a result, investors will be closely monitoring the market's movements, looking for signs of stability or potential downturns. The current level of volatility highlights the importance of risk management and diversified investment strategies, as investors seek to navigate the complexities of the market and achieve their long-term goals. 7. Leading to an increase in market optimism, which in turn has positively impacted NIO stock. As the data shows, the S&P 500 futures are at 6,790.25, indicating a flat market. This stability suggests that investors are cautiously optimistic about the current market conditions. The exact catalyst for NIO's surge is unclear, but the overall positive sentiment in the market, combined with the fact that the Nasdaq is up at 22,778.89, is likely contributing to the stock's performance. With the Dow Jones at 47,706.51, the market seems to be holding steady, which could further boost investor confidence in NIO. Moreover, the fact that the Nikkei 225 is up at 55,025. The Hang Seng Index is at 25,898. This mix of global market trends could influence NIO's performance, as investors consider both domestic and international economic factors. The DAX is down at 23,606. However, with the FTSE 100 at 10,318.81, down by 0.9%, and the CAC 40 at 7,988.65, down by 0.85%, it's clear that NIO's surge is not solely driven by European market trends. Instead, the surge could be attributed to the overall market stability, as indicated by the S&P 500 futures being at 6,790. With the VIX Fear Index at 24.83, indicating elevated caution, investors are likely approaching the market with a mix of optimism and caution 0.376%. This rate environment could impact NIO's ability to raise capital or invest in growth initiatives. Moreover, the economic events of the day, such as the PPI/CPI data and the Fed speech/FOMC, could have significant implication for the market and NIO's stock performance. The exact impact of these events on NIO is unclear, but they are likely to be closely watched by investors. The top gainers, including ORCL, Uber, Coin, OXY, and Tesla, are performing well due to various factors, such as earnings and macroeconomic news. NIO's surge, although not as significant as some of these top gainers, is still noteworthy, especially considering the overall market stability 0.38, suggests that investors are optimistic about the company's future prospects. Similarly, OXY's performance, with a current price of $54.42 and an analyst target of $53.28, indicates a more cautious approach. As for NIO, without a clear consensus target available, investors must rely on their own analysis of the company's fundamentals and market trends to inform their investment decisions. In summary, the market is characterized by a mix of optimism and caution, with the S&P 500 at 6,792.85 and the Nasdaq at 22,778.89. The Dow Jones is at 47,706.51, indicating a flat market. The global indices, such as the Nikkei 225 at 55,025.37 and the Hang Seng at 25,898.76, are also experiencing varying degrees of growth and decline. As NIO stock surges, it's essential to consider the company's position within this broader market context. With the VIX Fear Index at 24, the outlook for NIO is uncertain, but the current market trend suggests that investors are cautiously optimistic about the company's prospects. Before we wrap up, here is your complete market snapshot for today. Today's top gainers include NIO up 0.01%, Oracle up 13.59%, Uber up 3.91%, Coin up 2.62%, OXY up 2.45%, Tesla up 2.37%. On the losing side, we have Broadcom down 0.01%, BAC down 0.11%, C down 0.11%, BRKB down 0.14%, Google down 0.22%. The VIX Fear Index is at 24.83, signaling elevated caution advised. Watch out for PPI/CPI data at 8:30 Eastern Time today. On Carat GSBC, watch for a break above 6,831.13, targeting 6,831.13. Stop loss below 6,710.09. This summary card shows you indices, top movers, the VIX Fear Gauge, support and resistance levels, and the economic calendar all in one place. Use this to plan your trades for the session. As always, manage your risk carefully. Never trade more than you can afford to lose. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss our daily market updates. See you in the next one. That's a wrap on today's analysis. If you found this breakdown valuable, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily market coverage. Now here's my question for you. Drop in the comments right now. Which stock from today's analysis are you watching most closely, and are you buying, holding, or staying on the sidelines? We read every single comment and reply to as many as we can. Like this video if it helped, share it with a fellow trader, and we will see you in the next one. Stay informed and trade smart.